Hello again, everyone. I wanted to make another tutorial video and show you how to use your SimplicityCam document camera. The SimplicityCam is the model that looks like this, the elongated model with the camera at the top. If you have one of the older flat models that looks like an older Elmo document camera, you can see me and I'll give you instructions for the use of those as well. But for the SimplicityCam, the instructions are as follows. The first thing you're going to want to do is do a Google search for RecordX X-Site. That is the name of the company and the name of the software that you need. Should be one of the first few links. X-Site download is the one you want. And then down at the bottom you will see a couple of download buttons. You can click on whichever one is appropriate for the laptop that you're using. I'm working on a MacBook right now, so I'm going to use Apple OS X, but the process is the same for the Windows version. I'm going to click on it, takes me to another window, and you want the one that says download Apple X-Site for Apple OS X 10.8 Plus. For Windows users, that's going to be Windows 7 and higher. The operating system most of you are using is Windows 10, so select that if there's a particular version for Windows 10, but it'll probably just say Windows 7 or higher. You should have a download that starts, and we'll go into your downloads folder. Double click on the file that it downloads, and it'll open up. You'll see this little box. Double click on the little box and it will take you through the install procedure. Now, I'm not going to put the username and password that you need on this video, but if you email me, I will send it to you. There'll be an admin username and password that you'll need to install the software. When you're done, click close, and you can close your web browser as well at that point if you'd like to. The piece of software that you're now looking for is called X-Site. You can use the Go menu on a Macintosh. On a Windows computer, you would use the Start menu or the search window at the bottom left of the computer. So what I am looking for is the X-Site software, so I would just go to my Applications folder, and somewhere in there I should see my X-Site software, and there it is. You double click the X-Site software. You're going to get this message at first, but because that's simply means you haven't plugged your camera up. It will not work until you plug your camera up. So you're going to plug the small square end of the USB cable into your camera, and you're going to plug the larger wide and flat end of the USB cable into your computer. And when it is plugged in, you can relaunch that X-Site software again, and you'll notice that this time it goes straight into an options menu. In other words, the software is not going to work the first time without the camera connected to your computer with the USB cable. So if you look up at the top, you have your choice of recording devices. The one that you're normally going to want to use is called RecordX USA. That's the actual name of the camera, but I can click that and I can use my built-in camera, and that works for Windows or Macs. You can use the built-in camera, the selfie camera, if you will, of the laptop to record things as well, but I want to use the document camera, and then I'm just going to come down here and click the save button. Most of these other options you're not going to want to fool around with. And once I do that, it may ask if you want to give the camera permission to use the microphone. Just click OK, and there you go. That's pretty much all there is to it. You can now use the camera. There's a couple of physical buttons on the camera. The AF button is for autofocus. The power button, self-explanatory. LED turns the lamp on and off. If you have something and you would like a little more light to make it visible to the camera, you can turn the LED button on. And you have a flip button that simply flips the image back and forth. If you look along the bottom of the control menu, this first button is for options. You won't use that much. The next button, of course, moves you out to full screen or toggles between full screen. The next button is a timestamp, and you can see on the upper left it placed the time and date. The next button is annotation tools that you can use to mark on the image that your camera is generating. The next button is camera within a camera. If you wanted to use both cameras, see, for example, there's my selfie camera, which is taking an image off the camera in my laptop, and then the bottom image, of course, is the image that is being fed in by the camera, by the document camera. This button, obviously, just zoom in, zoom out. This button is to take a snapshot. This is sets of pictures that you might have taken. This is for recording video. And last but not least, this button works with an application called Screencast-O-Matic. Probably you won't be using that, but if you want more information on that, I can send you a link. It's just a little application for creating screencasts. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, I can give you that link. But that is just a quick overview on using the RecordX document camera with your laptop. If you have any questions or you can't get yours up and running, just let me know and I will help you out. Thanks.